Hello everybody and welcome back to Pokemon SoulSilver. So at the end of the last part, I said I was going to do some off-screen training, and boy, let me tell you, it definitely took me a while for me to get my team to reach up to the levels they currently are now. Yeah, and as you see here. Yeah, every single one of my teammates, of course, excluding my Geodude, is now at level 23. Yeah, now I definitely feel a lot more confident enough for me to challenge the Ecruteak Gym. Yeah. Now as you see here, now I'm starting off with my Pharaoh. As you can see, yeah, not a lot has changed, in terms of her moveset. And her stats are, yeah, I'd say they're pretty darn good now. Yeah, especially in terms of her defense and speed. Yeah, and her attack power is still pretty good. Is still pretty darn good as well. And I would say also her special, I'd say her special defense is also going pretty darn well as well. Yeah, and also because I'm gonna be utilizing my Furrow a bunch for this video. But anyways, now my Kolava, his moveset hasn't changed a lot. My Jeever. Yeah, and also his special attack has gone up a little bit more higher since last time. Yeah, and also his defense and speed are really decent. Now as for Heracross, the one that really needed leveling up the most. Yeah, now as you can see, not only is her attack power gone up really high since last time, and also her special defense, but also as you can see, one of her moves is now changed. Yeah, that's right everyone, instead of Endure, she now has Red Break. Yeah, which means now my Heracross is definitely going to be a hell of a lot more useful now. Although she may not be useful in much right now, considering the gym that we're gonna be going to within this video. So yeah, but anyways, now as for Flaffy, Flaffy's moveset hasn't really changed on my Jeever. And then her defense and special attacks that have gone up a bit. Although of course with the lack of her speed, it is of course something to be desired and whatnot. Excuse me. Okay, but anyways, and lastly for Quagsire, now his moveset hasn't changed on the Majiver, but his attack and defense have definitely gone up a bunch. Yeah. And also, but of course, just like with Flaffy, his speed is definitely something to be desired right now. Yeah, and the same also goes for Quagsire special defense as well too. So yeah. But anyways, everyone, like I said, now I feel a lot more confident now that my team has gone up and gone on the levels with all the off-screen training. Where we are now going to be challenging the Ecruteak Gym, which, by the way, just so happens to be a ghost gym. Now, I'm gonna say this right now. For those of you who are looking forward to seeing, the only ghost type Pokemon that they introduced for Johto. Well, unfortunately, you're not going to get that because despite the developers actually finally making another ghost type, of course, it may be only one, considering that, Misdreavus is the only ghost type Pokemon they introduced for Johto. And considering that the Gastly line was the only ghost type Pokemon in Gym 1, which of course meant that which meant at the time there still weren't that many ghost type Pokemon. And yeah, but anyways, like I said, you're not going to see Mischievous anywhere in this gym. So all you're going to be seeing are the entire Gastly line. Yeah, which means you're going to be seeing Gastlys. Yeah, a lot of Gastlys, a couple of Haunters, and maybe a Gengar at the end. Yeah, because, yeah, the gym leader, yeah, because, yeah, the gym leader, yeah, because, yeah, the gym leader himself uses a Gengar. So, yeah. Yeah, and as when I said about my Pharaoh, yeah, she's going to be utilized a lot in this gym because, yeah, she's the only one with it, yeah, because my Pharaoh is the only Pokemon that actually knows a Dark type attack. So, yeah, let's say you're gonna be seeing my Pharaoh a bunch in this place. Yeah. Okay, so now, as for the gym itself, now, whenever you defeat these medium trainers here, now their life source will disappear. Which means that, now, if you did not see the floor that you're standing on, before you fight the mediums, then you may not remember where exactly where you actually need to go in order for you to reach reach the gym leader. And if you just so happen to fall off the platform, then you essentially start over from the beginning again. So, however though, every time you fall off the platform though, the medium's lights will come back on. So honestly, if I have a more easier time trying to find your way through this gym, then I would say just keep falling off a bunch of times. Cause yeah, then honestly, then you would be able to see where you actually need to go. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, and I guess that's all I really have to say for the gym, and also yeah, and I guess that's all I have to say for now. And wow, man, these two Haunters really sure do like using Curse. Yeah, honestly, whenever you utilize a move like Curse, or hell, even a belly drum. Yeah, you are essentially asking for trouble. Cause yeah, you essentially drop like a half of your HP just so you can not only inflict a damage on your opponent over time, and to also maybe raise up your stats to the max. So yeah. But anyways, folks, yeah. And I guess it's not everyone now. I guess while we're going through this place, yeah, I guess I should explain how exactly did I get my Pokemon to be, at this high level right now, when in the last video, my Heracross was definitely a lot more lower leveled than the rest of my team. Well, I said before that I was going to be utilizing the double G code, so that I don't have to level grind for like hours. Just so I can actually get my Pokemon to be more a level double whatnot. So yeah. And also everyone, now as for the place that I actually went to actually do the on-screen training, well, I essentially went back to the B1F off the burnt tower. Yeah, and then I essentially just trained down there. And honestly, I would say the best way for you to level grind in that place is if you find either Coffins or Magmars. Yeah. Honestly, I would say Coffins and Magmars are probably your best bet in terms of level grinding, in the shooter operating tower. Yeah, and as you saw right there, Michael I've wanted to learn Defense Curl, but yeah, no, I am not gonna have him learn that move. Yeah. Okay, everyone. Now since we're gonna be dealing with this last meet, before I take on the gym leader, which of course be Morty, which of course we met previously. I guess I'll just go over the Gastly line as a whole, I guess. Well, I mean, that is literally, honestly, that is literally the only thing I can actually talk about right now. Now, I would say, the Gastly line is pretty solid. Honestly, I would say it's pretty solid in my eyes. While I would not use them on my team because, it requires a trade in order for you to actually use, because of course it requires a trade in order for you to actually get yourself a Gengar in the first place. So, yeah, and since I don't want to bother with trade evolutions, so I can actually have a fully evolved team. Yeah, that's why I really don't bother with the Gastly line that much. But in terms of the Gastly line as a whole, just in general, I would say they are pretty decent enough. I'd say they actually are pretty decent Pokemon. Yeah, and I do love their few now, and I also do like their appearances that they made in the anime. And speaking of Gengar, we'll point to the obvious one that was owned by a certain main character, but that was until the Gen 8 anime for him to get one, but whatever. And I would say for that Gengar in Journeys. Now, honestly, that Gengar definitely had a rough start to begin with. More so after Ash, caught it. But after it obtained its, after it got access to its G-Max form, that's when I would say, that's where Gengar really truly shined after that. For those of you who have seen Journeys, will definitely know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But, so for now, as for, I would say at the start, when Ash first met Gengar, I would definitely say Gengar definitely had a really great moveset to begin with. It had like Nightshade, Shadow Ball, Ice Punch, and Psychic. And then apparently they decided to off-screen by the way, give it 2 new moves just before the Marnie battle. And that being Sludge Bomb and Dazzling Gleam, which, and decided to get rid of Nightshade, which, you know what, I can honestly see that, to be honest. But they also got rid of Psychic for it, but they also got rid of Psychic too. So I'm like, really? Why get rid of Psychic? Yeah, I guess they didn't want to make, Gengar too OP by actually having a move that you can actually just stop your opponents with. But at the same time, wasn't Gengar's moveset already diverse as it is? So why give it a Fairy type move? But anyways, and then, just before the Masters 8 tournament, thanks to Ash's other Fire-type Pokemon, Gengar learned the move, for Will-O-Wisp, which made me think, yeah, obviously makes sense, but Will-O-Wisp is just one of those generic ghost type moves that you might have already seen on a bunch of ghost type Pokemon already. So really, did they really have to make Gengar learn, like, you know, one of the basic ghost type moves already? Yeah, but anyways. Okay, well, now seeing here, yeah, now we're actually, now seeing here, yeah, now I'm gonna start off our gym battle against Morty. Now, as you can tell, yeah, his lineup is just the Gastly line, as I said. Yeah, like I said before, yeah, this entire gym just basically revolves around the entire Gastly line. Although what I will say is that, for those of you who have played on the originals, might recall Morty's Gengar actually having the moves Hypnosis and Dream Eater, which of course meant, yeah, dealing with that Gengar was definitely a real bitch to deal with. But however though, for the for remakes, they actually changed one of Gengar's moves, and that of course actually being his Dream Eater move. Now, while the Gengar may still have Hypnosis, but he will not have a Dream Eater in these remakes. Instead he'll have Sucker Punch. So yeah, now, although I kind of don't get why they. Although I can see why they chose to get rid of Dream Eater for the Gengar for these remakes, because it were probably a little bit too complicated for, you know, just have to be dealing with, you know, a Pokemon just keeps on constantly constantly keeps on using, you know, Hypnosis and Dream Eater all day. But honestly, if you're gonna go for if they wanted to keep the challenge up, then they probably should have had Gengar remove main look, as you're seeing right here. Yeah, they probably should have removed his main look move for Sucker Punch instead of instead of Dream Eater. Yeah, see here, now he no longer has a Dream Eater. Instead he has a Sucker Punch. So yeah, but anyways, no. Oh yeah, and there of course is his ultimate move, Shadow Ball there. Yeah, and yeah, bye Flaffy. Yeah, like I this Gengar was the reason why I decided to do the off-screen training in the first place, because, yeah, let's just say if I didn't, I would have been, I probably would have not been able to beat, you know, like, be able to beat this Gengar if I didn't. Yeah, but hopefully with my Pharaoh, I should be able to knock the Gengar down. And of course, yeah, the Ghost type Pokemon's Hypnosis apparently never seems to miss. But anyways, alright, got my Pharaoh. Now, like I said before, since this Gengar no longer has a Dream Eater, yeah, now you don't have to worry about him trying to recover his health back while you are asleep. So yeah, and there we go now. His Gengar's out. And now we just only have a second. And now we just only have a second. And now we just only have a second Haunter to deal with now. Although, like I said before, yeah, considering that he uses four like Pokemon instead of just 3, wouldn't it have made more sense for him to at least have one Mischievous at least? But and that also says something considering one of Morty's Pokemon that he uses when you actually have a rematch with him. Yeah, you'll see what I mean when we actually get to that point. Yeah. But anyways, that's it, everyone. We have defeated Morty. I don't think our potentials are so different. But you seem to have something more to that. So be it. This badge is yours. I think I appreciate it. The Fog Badge. Well, sure, by having the Fog Badge, should a Pokemon up to level 50, including trainer Pokemon, will indeed obey you. Also, of course, a Pokemon will be able to use Surf outside of battle anyway. Yeah. And of course we get the lovely TM for Shadow Ball. Yep, yes indeed it's a Shadow Ball. It causes damage and may of course reduce special defense. Use it if it appeals to you. Yeah, honestly, it definitely may look appealing, but I don't think I'm gonna be using this TM for anything. So yeah, but it is if we just happen to need it for something else maybe. But anyways, folks, yeah, sorry folks, but I say yeah. That right there is half of the gym's done. Only four more left to go. All right. Now I would say this is the part of the game where while things may not seem as tough at first, but when you get to the rest of the gym leaders, yeah, but when you encounter the rest of the gym leaders in this game, yeah, that's where you may want to consider doing a lot of training with your Pokemon. Yeah, you might definitely gonna need it. Yeah, but anyways, everyone, that is all I'm gonna do for this part. And so to the next part, see you guys next time.